Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Taylor and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Taylor's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The corrections and lots of motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any little correction that we give. And the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Taylor's going to come home with his very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now he is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling. The command is Taylor heel. And at this point he has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking. Not forging ahead or lagging behind, but staying right next to you and walking at your pace. So if you're a power walker, he should do the same. If you're walking slowly and having a conversation with someone, he should do the same. And each time that you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So you're always leading the walk, not him. He's not dragging you down the street, and when you stop to cross traffic or you stop to talk to someone on the street, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for his next command. And Brandy's talking to him to keep him motivated and encouraged. She praises him. This is a new camera, so I'm trying to bring them in without making it blurry. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. This command can be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. Brandy dropped her leash, walked all the way around him back to heel, praised him for holding it. You're going to start out with that exercise for about 30 to 45 seconds, and you're going to slowly work up to 3 minutes. Good job, bud. So you should be able to take a nice leisurely walk with him without being dragged down the street. It makes it much more enjoyable. Like I said, your stationaries you can practice right in your house. And I do recommend that you practice in your house to get good house manners. This time, instead of returning back to him, Brandy's going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. She uses her leash as a guide to bring him in and have him sit right in front of her. And that's when he gets praised, not when he's jumping around like a maniac. He's smiling. She walks out to the end of her training leash, and some of these things he is able to do off leash as well. He comes right in and sits. So when he's jumping on you, you can't reward him by praising him or hugging him or calling him up. He has to be seated. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with him seated at your left, left open palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. Brandy dropped her leash. She's about 10 feet away. She walks all the way around him counterclockwise. She stops at his shoulders. That's very important. And she picks up her leash. So this is the beginning of intermediate obedience training, where you start dropping your leash on certain commands in an enclosed area, like your house or a fenced yard. Down, stay. And this one you're going to work up to 5-minute long down stay. She calls him out of that down. And they take off heeling again. And we have kamikaze birds out here, so every once in a while the dogs will get distracted from a bird or a squirrel. But he's maintaining his decorum very well. Now Brandy leaves him in a sit stay and turns to face him. And this is your down from a distance. Now I gave her a little bit of a hard time on that command, but he knows it. And your job at home is going to be to lengthen out your distance and your time. Good job, buddy. Now we've demonstrated for you some of Taylor's formal on-leash and a little bit of off-leash obedience commands. He's a really nice dog and he's done a great job. We've enjoyed every minute of having him. We want to thank you for choosing Nora's, and we will see you soon.